Okay, Switzerland Iceland at the Women's Euros has just finished. Switzerland, the hosts, have won 2-0, which means Iceland are the first nation going home and they haven't scored a goal in the tournament up to this point. Now, they've got one more game left, but honestly, they have been poor. Quite frankly, they have been poor. Their first game against Finland wasn't great, but they were better in this game. But at the same time, they just haven't shown enough in attack to really trouble oppositions. And the Swiss can count themselves unlucky that they didn't beat Norway. They bossed that game and created a lot. And it took a while for this game to really come to life. There was a lot of half chances in the first half, and there was a goal disallowed. Now, it was an own goal by the Icelandic team. However, there was a foul in the build-up, drew in the corner, which meant that the goal was disallowed. And it's a silly foul to give away. It's an unnecessary block. And, you know, up until that point, there had been half chances for both sides, but no actual shots on target. A lot of half chances. And it was a very lively game. There was some niggly challenges in the game. But it took until Reuteler's goal on 76 minutes for the Swiss for their attack finally to click into life and show what they had shown against Norway with some really good interplay, some good energy. And they look very good on the counter-attack as well. The Swiss look really, really good when they've been defending and they win the ball back and they distribute the ball quickly. They look very, very competent on the counter-attack and probably more comfortable in attack on the counter-attack as well. They like doing things at pace. And Reuteler's goal, is there a slight deflection on it? In the pass is what makes the goal. The vision of the pass makes the goal and the run makes the goal. Up until that point, the Swiss attack had a lot of half chances. I also think the way the Swiss utilised their substitutes, it added something to the game. Whereas the Icelandic substitutes disrupted their flow a bit more when they were introduced into the game. But Reuteler's goal, sparks the Swiss into life a bit. It forces the Icelandic team to throw the kitchen sink at it. They just didn't show enough in open play, in creativity wise, and they were getting desperate. Pilgrim's goal, there's a big deflection on it right at the end at 90 minutes, pretty much on the 90th minute. But again, it's the Icelandic team turning the ball over, and the Swiss turning defence into attack very, very quickly, moving the ball quickly, and there's a lot of space. There's a lot of space there. The game is stretched. Very good, powerful finish. Both sides did hit the bar. I will say that. The woodwork was clipped a few times, but the Swiss were the better side. I think this makes up for the defeat against Norway. It means they're still alive in the tournament, and obviously they're playing Finland next. The Swiss have a better goal difference, so a draw would send Switzerland through. And I think it's always a good thing for a tournament when the host nation is playing well and performing well. I think that always adds to a tournament when that is the case. But Iceland have been very, very disappointing. So they're going home. They've got one more game left against Norway. Can they bow out with a win? We shall see. I expect the Swiss to make a few lineup changes for that game against Finland. I think they played better when the substitutions were introduced. They have a very young side and a very quick pace and a lot of pace in their side as well. So that could be interesting how the squad is used for that third game, that crucial third game. The goal difference is in their favour over Finland, so a draw will get Switzerland through. I hope they don't play negative against Finland. I hope they go out to win it. Same for Finland as well. Obviously, a draw sends the Swiss through. It's going to be interesting to see in the final game what Norway do against Iceland in regards to their lineup, what lineup changes they make, or do they try and stick with the side that's won the first two games for them. I can see changes for Iceland as well, just to give squad players a run out, considering that they're not making the knockout stages. But the Swiss fully deserved their win. They were the better side. They did things at a higher tempo. They created a bit more in the half chances as well. They had more shots on target, so they fully deserved their win, and they were unlucky in game one. But the hosts are still in with a chance of getting into the knockout stages, which I think is important. And so far, I mean, look, we've not seen a single draw in the tournament. We've seen a lot of clean sheets, but we've not seen a single draw. We haven't seen a goal from a free kick yet. We haven't seen a goal from a penalty yet, which I also find very interesting. Some quirky stats, but there we go. So Switzerland 2, Iceland 0 is the final result. That means, Group A is still wide open. Technically, Norway haven't claimed top spot yet, so anything can happen. But there we go. Group A is wide open. Iceland are going home. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts on the game in the comments section below, and I'll have some more content for you all very, very soon.